In the headlines, Dominica receives new United Kingdom High Commissioner. Government outlines 5-year financial expenditure plan for recovery, and DFC awards top performers of Mas Domnik 2018. Hello and welcome to National Focus. I'm Kimani St. Stay tuned for details of the headline stories and others coming up.
I believe in the natural order of things. I believe in the harmony of things. You know, in everything we do, we have to keep it natural. I've been doing farming for now over a decade. My day is very hectic, but I make it light, you know, because I enjoy what I do. I enjoy producing the best quality goods and to make sure that the people that receive it, they receive the best that they can ever get. Right from the farm, everything that I grow, I process them back into the farm so that the same things that grow in the farm is what protects the farm. Tourism is my business. You know, it's not just dealing with the foreigners that come in, but it's preparing those things that when they come, they can feel and taste the difference in coming to this exotic island. And it starts with the farmer, because we provide the things that they eat, that they taste, that they drink. I believe in my heart that it's my responsibility to provide quality. My name is Tony Alves, and tourism is my business.
Welcome back. Now for the details. High Commissioner of the United Kingdom to Dominica, Her Excellency Janet Elizabeth Douglas, on Wednesday presented her credentials to the President, His Excellency Charles Savary. His Excellency Savary noted that the United Kingdom continues to be one of Dominica's main development partners as a result of close historical ties and the trade relations that exist between the two countries.
Dominica and the United Kingdom are also linked through significant relations that are conducted at the multilateral level, including organs like the United Kingdom Caribbean Forum, the Commonwealth of Nations, the EU and CARICOM Forum within the Cotonou Agreement, the United Nations and its specialized agencies, the EU Latin America and Caribbean Summit, etc. But we value above all our bilateral relations with the United Kingdom. I am therefore pleased to note that Your Excellency's expression of enthusiasm to further develop the bonds of friendship and cooperation between Dominica and the United Kingdom.
The United Kingdom played a key role in Dominica's recovery efforts after the passage of Hurricane Maria. His Excellency Charles Savary took the opportunity to outline some of the ways in which the United Kingdom contributed.
I note in particular the UK's rapid response and offer of assistance in the wake of the severe devastation caused by Hurricane Maria. We were provided with much needed medical supplies and water, an aid package of £5 million, and an additional $19 million through the UK-funded Caribbean Catastrophe Risk Insurance Facility. This show of solidarity and support was further augmented by the official visit of His Royal Highness Prince Charles, the Prince of Wales, on the 19th day of November 2017. The opportunity was used to visit and interact with several communities in the southern part of the island that were badly hit by Hurricane Maria, as well as a portion of the Loubier to Bacatel Road project to be funded by the UK Caribbean Infrastructural Fund.
Her Excellency Janet Elizabeth Douglas pledged Britain's continued support to Dominica, especially during this time of rebuilding.
In the months since the hurricane, the United Kingdom has continued to support Dominica as she starts to rebuild. Over the next few years, we plan to provide over £65 million of funding, including £25 million for reconstruction in the water sector, major road and health infrastructure projects, geothermal energy development, and support for the economic development and skills training. The UK is also working with the Government of Dominica to establish a dedicated delivery agency to lead the recovery process. We very much hope that the support we are providing and will continue to provide will help Dominica to implement effective post-disaster recovery and resilience programmes.
The new UK High Commissioner replaces Ambassador Victoria Glynis-Deem. The Ministry of Finance on Monday revealed that Dominica has not defaulted on any of its loan payments since disaster struck on September 18, 2017. That information was made known by the Honourable Minister for Finance and Prime Minister Dr. Roosevelt Skerrit at the National Rebuilding and Economic Partnership Consultation. The nation's leader says though lenders were ready to be empathetic to the plight of Dominica, the country moved forward to honour its current arrangements in a timely manner.
For a country 226% of your GDP affected, revenue dropped dramatically, and to not have defaulted on any of your debt payments since September 19th is exceptional. I have met with people whom we owe, and they said to me, Prime Minister, I didn't expect you to pay us. But I said to them, unless I come to you as the Prime Minister of the country to renegotiate with you, we shall keep our agreements and respect our agreements that we've entered with our creditors.
Financial Secretary in the Ministry of Finance, Rosamond Edwards, also highlighted this in her address at the forum.
We can confirm that government has remained current on all its obligations, and so all debt payments that have fallen due since the passage of Maria have in fact been made.
Edwards noted that the current administration has made significant strides in reducing the debt level of the country, expressing that financial prudence is imperative and will reign in government's financial decisions to follow.
Fiscal prudence is a great imperative in these times. On the one hand, government must spend to ensure the economic activity continues, but over time we'll have to determine how to reduce expenditure where it is necessary. Government will be required to borrow to finance rehabilitation, and bearing in mind that in the last few years we have made significant progress in reducing debt levels.
The Financial Secretary highlighted that despite the financial setback, the government of Dominica has continued to ensure that the immediate needs of the people are met through heavy reliance on proceeds from the Citizenship by Investment program.
We would also be aware that government has offered a very generous package of concessions post-hurricane, and while every effort has been made to collect revenues that are due, government has relied largely on the resources from the CBI proceeds to finance day-to-day activities. These expenditures include, but are not necessarily limited to, monthly salaries, purchasing housing material and facilitating quick responses to those who are in need, support for housing in general, including the construction of the 1,000 new homes, purchasing of housing materials that will be made available to the vulnerable groups.
Proceeds from the CBI will also finance ongoing capital projects such as construction of the River Defense Wall, the National Employment Program, and other ongoing projects. The agricultural sector has also received significant funding to ensure sustenance and availability of short-term crops. Over $21 million has been provided to local farmers in the form of grants. In related news, the government of Dominica has laid out its financial plan for spending for the recovery phases of Dominica spanning over the next 5 years. Financial Secretary in the Ministry of Finance, Rosamond Edwards, announced that according to the post-disaster needs assessments, Dominica's recovery from damage was estimated to be $931 million. According to Edwards, spending for the recovery is segmented into 3 phases.
Government has determined that it will, in fact, prioritize some projects, and in the first year we'll seek to do work valued at just under $300 million. In 1 to 3 years, work valued at just over $700 million US, and between 3 to 5 years, works valued at $221 million US.
The Financial Secretary said that government will rely heavily on its Citizenship by Investment program for recovery financing, but is also looking at other avenues.
We would be aware that government is relying to a large extent on raising its own revenue from the Citizenship by Investment program, and the CBI proceeds will in fact contribute government's largest portion to the rehabilitation process. In addition, and in discussion with our development partners, we will seek to raise as much grants as is possible.
In more news, 296 builders and contractors are now better equipped for the task of rebuilding homes after the passage of Hurricane Maria. On Tuesday, the builders and contractors received their certificates during a ceremony at the Goodwill Parish Hall. The government of Dominica, through the Ministry of Planning and the Housing Division, is committed to ensuring good building practices to complement the goal of making Dominica the first climate-resilient country in the world. 11 sessions were held across the island, engaging builders and contractors on the changes made to Dominica's building code, a code where buildings should be constructed to withstand a Category 5 hurricane. This training was facilitated by representatives of the United Nations Development Program and Engineers Without Borders. The Honorable Minister for Planning, Dr. John Colin McIntyre, says builders must recognize the importance of proper building techniques, as 90% of roofs were damaged during the passage of Hurricane Maria.
You must consider yourself as beneficiaries of this program, the training that we will be able to present to you. And then I must say, those of you who took advantage of it, that's a very, very good sign. And it's good for your uplifting and what we have to deal with. We have 90% of the roofs in Dominica damaged.
Honorable McIntyre also stated that government is committed to working towards the goal of making Dominica the first climate-resilient country in the world.
Gentlemen, I'm begging you to let's work together. Government is committed to providing all the training that's necessary, all what's required to build this country and build it into the first climate-resilient island.
After an assessment was completed, results showed that out of 25,414 homes on island, only 78 homes remained untouched by the storm. Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Housing, Lucian Blackmore, told the contractors that participating in this workshop is the first step to improve their skills.
By participating in that workshop, and by participating in that workshop, you have gotten your first rites of passage. The first rite of passage meaning that you have started on a journey. So the journey that you're going on is the journey of certification. The journey of certification meaning exactly you wanting to ensure at the end of the day, when you want to take a construction, that you will end up having a certified building. A certified building from the standpoint of the regulator, meaning that the physical planning will have no difficulty in signing off. First of all, your foundation work, and it meets the specification, it meets the standard, and we can now go on to the next stage, which is actually doing the necessary external and internal walls. And by so doing, at the end of the day, everyone in the process will be satisfied. The legislators will be satisfied, the administrators will be satisfied, the regulators will be satisfied, the client, the homeowners will be satisfied.
Blackmore took the opportunity to outline the strategy which will be used by the ministry to move forward to the reconstruction of housings.
The strategy is we want to deal with the low-hanging fruits. The low-hanging fruits meaning the things that are easier to do. And so out of that 25,414, we have roughly 13,637 thereabout houses that can be easily repaired, meaning that you just need to fix the roof. So you might have a situation of replacing a few shingles or replacing a few pole lines or replacing a few rafters, and of course the fisher boards and your guttering system. So we have those accounting for about 55% of the housing stock. So it means therefore we need to go on a rapid reconstruction, or not reconstruction, but repair program of our roof.
The contractors were congratulated and encouraged to continue doing the best work and join in the efforts of making Dominica a more climate resilient country. And finally, the Dominica Festivals Committee has awarded individuals, groups, and costume bands for their outstanding costume displays and participation for Mas Domnik 2018. Though significantly scaled down, Mas Domnik 2018 has been hailed a success by many. The awardees received their trophies at a small ceremony at the DFC on Wednesday. The Most Creative Juve Group Award went to the group Chupul, while the Police Lapukabwit received the award for being the largest Lapukabwit band on the road. Most creative individual in the male category was Dorian Carbon, who displayed a costume named Going in the Shower, and Yvette Banis with Maria Tapolin received the award for Most Creative Female. Bacchanal Women received the award for Most Creative Traditional Group, and the Most Creative School Band went to the Granford Primary School. Most Creative Costume Band went to the Thunderbirds. Other groups receiving awards were the Newtown Lapukabwit for the longest Lapukabwit band, Lumination by Signal Band, the largest Juve group, and the Most Creative T-shirt band went to Cluebird. The Lucia Lander Dance Group and the Pioneer Prep received participation certificates for their children's bands, while the Castlepro Secondary School also received a participation award for their school band. And that's news. Stay tuned for Creole Highlights with Shaakira Pierre.
I've been in the business for over 16 years. I get up in the mornings and I look forward to having the next cruise ship berth on island. When the visitor steps off the ship, the first impression is me. And I believe that I need to put my best foot forward and to ensure that everything I do it to the best of my ability. Based on my recommendation, visitors go to various sites, restaurants, bars, and vendors. I take that responsibility very seriously. I would like that the guest receives the same service that I have provided to that individual or guest. This business is bigger than me. Everybody plays a role. The cleaner who cleans my bus, my mechanic who does my checks, those persons ensure that I provide a quality service to the guest. The tourism dollar doesn't just stop with me. It allows me to pay the bank, visit the supermarket to feed myself and family, and have a drink with friends. My name is Jenna Gist, and tourism is my business.
Bienvenue à ce nouvel Creole. Moi, c'est Shaakira Pierre. Ministre Finance, Honorable Dr. Roosevelt Skerrit, Lady D. Dominic Poko jamais awet paye loan itit point depuis cyclone Maria passé septembre l'année passée. Affirmation ça a été fait appel par Premier ministre et puis ministre Finance, Honorable Dr. Roosevelt Skerrit pendant une consultation pour faire Dominic premier pays là qui s'apprend changement climatique. Honorable Skerrit dit c'est moun là qui prête Dominic l'argent te vle ba pays la sympathie. Mais Dominic fait manœuvre pour payer toute dette là à soleil. Financial Secretary Rosamond Edwards dit gouvernement ça là qui travaille pour baisser toute dette pour payer là. Et pays dit ça ka aussi aider gouvernement pour faire d'autres décisions. Financial Secretary là dit même si Dominic te viwe yo pile en affaires financières, gouvernement ka continuer pour faire certain tout ça moun besoin yo ka taper et puis l'argent ça là ka fait avec la pas citizenship by investment programme là. L'argent hot CBI programme là qui servi pour faire miwai pour live National Employment Programme là et puis d'autres projets qui ka prend place. Secteur agriculture là aussi taper l'argent pour faire certains planter ça planter. Plus qui $20 million te fait available pour planter. À d'autres nouvelles, High Commissioner Nef L'Angleterre pour Dominic, Her Excellency Janet Elizabeth Douglas, fait présentation lettre libre Président Dominic, His Excellency Charles Savre, mercredi semaine sala. His Excellency Savre di Laglite ka kontine pou wede Domnik a developman peyi la, ko Domnik ni l'histoire epi relasyon l'Etat epi peyi sa la. Laglite ka wede Domnik a developman infrastruktuel, security pou goume kwim, epi osi pou goume drog. En même temps la, Laglite te wede Domnik epi soulajman apwe Cyclone Maria. Yo fe bagay medikal avelab epi yo osi pou chiwe glow. Laglite osi fe yon donasyon avale 5 milyon pong epi yon lot $19 milyon pa yon fond yoni pou wede peyi ki ka tape domaj hot se Cyclone sa la. Her Excellency Janet Elizabeth Douglas di Laglite ke kontine pou wede Domnik spesyalman an tan la kon peyi la ka webati apwe yon se pli mouve Cyclone la. Her Excellency Janet Elizabeth Douglas ka weplase Ambassador Victoria Glennis Dean. Epi finalman, 296 kontraktor epi moun ki ka bati kay ka fe travay yo primeye apre Cyclone Maria. Mardi, kontraktor tape sertifika pada yo seremoni an Gurel Parish Hall. Gouvernement Domnik pa Ministre Planning epi Division kay ka fe komitman pou fe sete moun bati kay meye. A plan la pou fe Domnik poumye peyi la ki sa pon changement klimatik an la te la. Wan sesyo te pon plas wan peyi la ki angaje kontraktor aso changement ki fet kon moun ka fe kay an Domnik. Yon changement ki si yon moun fe yo kay, ki sa pon yon cyclone kon Cyclone Maria. Twenman sa la te fasilite par representative hod UNDP epi Engineers Without Borders. Ministre Planning, Honorable Dr. John Colin McIntyre, di apporta pou kontraktor bati kay bien, kon 97 kay te domaje apre Cyclone Maria. Honorable McIntyre osi fe komitman ki gouvernement ka travay pou fe Domnik poumye peyi lan la te la ki sa pon chanjman klimatik. Apre yon assessment te fini, rezultat moutwe ki hod 25,414 kay an Domnik, 78 kay pati manye pa Cyclone la. Permanent Secretary of Ministre Kay, Lucien Blackmore, di se kontraktor la, kon yo partisipe an twenman sa la, sa se pounye pa pou bati primeye kay. Se kontraktor la te komplimate epi ekouaje pou kontine travay la, epi pou vini ansaman efo la pou fe Domnik poumye peyi la, ki sa pon chanjman klimatik. Sa se tout pou nouvel an Creole, non mwen se Shaakira Pierre. Au revoir.
Before we leave, here is one announcement. The Ministry of Education and Human Resource Development invites qualified persons to apply for scholarship opportunities under the People's Republic of China Scholarship Program 2018 to pursue studies towards bachelor's, master's, and doctoral degrees. Applicants seeking bachelor's degree should be between the ages of 18 and 25 and should have attained high school diplomas. For master's degree, applicant must be under the age of 35 with a bachelor's degree, and for doctorate under the age of 40 with a master's degree. Interested persons should submit their application to the Ministry of Education and Human Resource Development together with the following: 3 certified copies of highest diploma, 3 notarized copies of academic transcript, 3 copies of foreigner physical examination form that's available at the Ministry of Education, 3 letters of recommendation from professors or associate professors that's required for higher degrees. A study plan or research proposals, minimum 200 words for undergraduates and 800 words for graduates. A CD of own works from applicants for music, a CD of own works including 2 sketches, 2 color paintings, and 2 other works from applicants for the Fine Arts Program. Deadline to submit application and items mentioned is March 16, 2018. For more information about the application process, please visit our website www.news.gov.dm under Announcements. And that's all for this edition of National Focus. Be sure to follow GIS on facebook.com/GIS News Dominica and also follow our Twitter at GIS Dominica. You can also catch up on past National Focus newscasts on our GIS Dominica YouTube channel. From all of us here on the GIS News production team, I'm Kimani St. Thank you for watching.